Sup, you chucklefucks? It's your boy, Dark Record here with another what if, because I just think of what if ideas every fucking time I'm going to school, whatever. But not the point. Let me get into this what if, and let me shut the fuck up. This is basically called what if Issei had hardcore leveling warriors kind of abilities. But yeah, I should just put that into it. Wait, also known as HCLW. That just means hardcore leveling warrior. But yeah. But of course he is going to have someone like the system, someone kinda. And no, he doesn't need to go to sleep to actually awaken the system ability. Not the point. Well, kind of, but not much. So let me begin this what if, let me shut the fuck up. So we begin into a brownish hair boy with kind of goldenish brown eyes. He is right now just looking at a coin. Right now just looking at this golden coin that kind of looks like this. Yes, it looks just like this. This is where, well, he's sighing, and this is where, well, he's kind of thinking of what to do. He keeps getting these coins every, day. Every day he gets these coins. Of course, the system that's right next to him tells him he needs to train so he can become stronger. He does do the training. He does get stats and other things. He does become stronger in other things. But how did this all happen, you're wondering? Well, mostly this happened because of a date that he went on a while ago. You see here, he went on a date about mostly 2 months, or not 2 months, mostly a week ago, or not a week ago, 3 weeks ago. This date contained of him and his murder. Well, mostly murderer and him dying. But yeah, but of course getting revived thanks to the system. So what exactly happened, you're wondering? Well, we go into mostly 3 weeks before him kind of having these golden coins and his system being broken as fuck. This is where, well, we go into a brownish hair boy kind of getting asked out by a girl with blackish hair and magenta eyes. This is where, well, the girl asked him out. This is where, well, he went on the date. And, well, yeah, let's just begin into that date. This is where, well, we go into the brownish hair boy who is actually known as Issei. Now, we go into the date. The date was going fine. Of course, the date was normal. Everything was going fine. The brown hair boy named Issei Hyoto was actually doing everything right in those damn magazines that he read a while ago. Not the perverted ones, just normal magazines that shows you dating tips. Because he had no fucking clue about anything about dating. Of course, this is where he only had ideas on how to date thanks to those games that he played, those error games or whatever. But this is where, well, other than that, learning anything else from this game or any of the other things from just, yeah, he had no fucking clue. But of course he was doing everything proper, buying something for the girl, getting her nice clothes, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you get the point. Going on this night date, whatever. This is where, well, when he was doing all that proper, he was thinking that he was actually going to change his way, his perverted ways, his everything. This is where, well, before kind of walking out of the store, he kind of noticed something interesting in his corner of his eye. A game that seems to kind of glow for only him. No one else could actually see it. But of course, he decided to grab the game because they were at some of the GameStop. Because the girl wasn't too interesting. Well, she wasn't interested in games, but she was interested in anime, movies, and other things. But yeah, because she was just, yeah. This is where Issei was also in the GameStop shop, whatever. It was this, yeah, it had DVDs and other things. But this is where, well, he was looking at this game shop kind of cube. Well, not cube, it was like a game disc or whatever. And decides to grab it. This is where, well, it had the words. In the front of it was called mostly, the game literally had, mostly the title was called Lucid Adventures. And this is where, well, he was interested in it and of course grabbed it. When he was actually kind of buying it and pocketing it up, just to kind of play it later after his date, the game thing started kind of melting. It started glitching out and started kind of melting and disappearing. But of course he didn't notice this, but whatever. This is where, well, the girl, mostly, yeah, the girl herself, wait, what the hell did that preset? Wait, let me actually. Well, my Wi-Fi got knocked out, so I might have to upload this later when I get out, but yeah, not the point. But we go into mostly into this what if, so I have this just prepared, record it, then upload it later. But yeah, not the point. But of course, well, he was actually going towards mostly the kind of, well, place after mostly just getting food and other things. Just going towards mostly a fountain. This is where, well, the system was kind of getting this weird feeling, and it was trying to warn its host, but of course, since it still hasn't been actually fully adapted towards the host, it's actually waiting. It's kind of having like 60% down of mostly being downloaded with the host, but yeah. But of course, we go into mostly Issei and the date. With Rainer, also known as Yuma, or Yuma, whatever, also known as Rainer, but not the point. They were having this lovely day, and of course, mostly Issei think that he was going to get a kiss, but instead of getting a kiss, he got a hole through his chest. Yes, Rainer tell him that well, the sacred gear that he has was the reason why he had to die. Other than that, he basically, Rainer says, other than that, goodbye. I never did like you. Goodbye. This is where she flies away, but yeah. Or well, she said that she didn't say that never she likes him, but actually just said other than that, bye. With a very arrogant look, but of course, she kind of had a sad look for a second, but yeah. Other than that, we go into mostly, well, mostly Issei dying. Of course, this is where a red paper, or not a paper that he threw away. Yes, he did throw away the kind of like memory silver paper away because for some reason, he really didn't care about the wishing thing or any of that bullshit. So of course he threw it away. So this is where, well, he's slowly dying. He's closing his eyes. There's no one going to revive him or anything. This is where, well, he's actually going to die. Until everything froze in an instant. Everything just became glitched the hell out. This is where Rainer is flying away. And of course, this is where, well, she's having tears drop from her eye. And this is where, well, even though she's flying away, everything is frozen. Even her. The whole world is frozen. This is where, well, Issei's confused. He looks at something appear right in front of him. A screen. The screen says, would you like to become a player of Lucent Adventures? This is where, well, oh yeah, Lucent Adventures. This is where, well, he clicks yes and everything decides to suck him up and disappear. He has now been gone for 3 weeks entirely. So this is why I'm talking about the golden coins. We go back into him looking at the golden coins and looking at his system. Now looking all around him. There's nothing but just dead creatures all around him. This is where, well, he decides to get up himself off a log and decides to say, it's been 3 weeks since I actually came here. And yet, I became stronger, much more powerful. My stats and everything just skyrocketed. From mostly these pathetic weakling with stats that were basically weaker than any monster to now the strongest warrior here. Somewhat. I haven't even started the storyline. But do I really care about the storyline? No, I care about just grinding, becoming stronger, making everyone bow down to who I am. Which you wonder who my name is. You're wondering who I am. Well, you can call me Hardcore Leveling Warrior. Yes, you can call me that. This is where, well, most of his hair almost went red entirely and kind of flowed up a little bit because it was kind of like long. This is where his eyes were glowing yellow, menacing color, but yeah. Well, not yellow, it was kind of glowing like, yeah, yellow, but not the point. This is where, well, this is time for mostly, well, time to start on the storyline. Or, I can start on the storyline, or I can go back to my world. This is where a portal appear right in front of him. A gate back to the world. Or continue on with the storyline. Or mostly just start on the storyline. He sighs and thinks about it. He looks at his stats. Mostly his strength is at 300. His speed is at mostly almost 300 by being at 290. This is where, well, he looks at almost all his agility and stats and other things. He also looks at his level. His level is actually, well, level kind of, well, 49. And this is where, well, he kind of just thinks about it. Should he go back to the world? I mean, if Rainer or Yuma, which mostly the stats, mostly the system says her name is Rainer, if she's still over there and causing trouble, would I be strong enough to kill her? Yes, I will. Thanks to these luck coins. This is where he pulls up one of them, throws it up in the air, grabs it, and this is where, well, it says luck coin. Choose the stat that you want to upgrade. And this is where these luck coins basically help him and increase his stats. With the luck of whichever, either he chooses heads or tails. This is where, well, he's basically gambling. That's his ability. That's actually his special kind of ability attribute. To actually kind of gamble. This is where, well, he can basically gamble for basically stats to be so maxed to the whole point. To basically, if he gets very lucky with his lucky coins by either going all out, there's a skill that he can go all out, and if he goes all out and actually get mostly 777, basically it's like a slot machine. If he gets that number, he basically can increase all his stats to the max kind of stats, and that being 99, well, 999. If he gets all that, he basically is a god at that point. Now, of course, he never did try to get that high of all his coins, but he doesn't care. He also has these blue coins that are called nightmare coins, but he never did try to ever use them. Actually, he did, but he felt much more powerful than just using regular coins. He had 3 of them before. He used one of them on a boss, and he whooped the shit of that boss. After that, he had this weird feeling not to use the nightmare coin again. But yeah, even though he got this powerful, very powerful boost, he's not gonna try again. But this is where, well, he then kind of just grins. This is where he picks up the sword that he has right now. The sword is basically called, well, so the sword is basically called the Gray Lily sword, but yeah, or mostly the gray kind of, well, gray-red spider lily sword, but yeah, this is what it is, but yeah. This is where, well, he kind of grins, and this is where, well, the sword stats, it literally kind of, the sword stats by the swing, how much damage it does over 100 damage, it's a legendary sword, and of course, where, well, the stats effects, it literally gives a permanent bleeding effect. It also does kind of give some of a poison bleeding effect, because mostly it's a spider lily that's on it, because, yeah, of course, where, well, if someone can also use the blood of enemies to kind of increase the sword's mostly damage and other things. And also increase the durability and other things, but yeah. This is where, well, he kind of grins and having the sword, but yeah. He also has armor that's right now invisible, so it doesn't look too bulky and annoying to him, but yeah. But this is where, well, he kind of grins and says, should I go back? I wonder if I can come back to this place. I do kind of miss my parents a lot. I miss them a lot. Would they even remember me? Maybe they will. His hair has become longer, and it's brown but with the highlights of red. So yeah, he kind of looks like a little bit like Ethan Gon from Hardcore Level and Warrior. This is where he says, you know what, fuck it. I'm going back home. If I can come back to this world, I will. Besides, I still have the system with me and the swords and other things. But fuck it. He jumps into the fucking, like, portal and, like, appears back into the, well, mostly, like, fountain park. It is right now night, and it doesn't even look anything different except for the blood being gone and no Rainer. It's just everything looking fine. This is where, well, he grins and just walks around. This is where, well, he's walking around until he feels this weird nervous, mostly thanks to his like sixth sense, because he does have like sixth sense and other things, and like his sensory is all pretty high and other things. He has this weird feeling that something is going to attack him. This is where something did attack him. A blue kind of light spirit almost smashed into him. Luckily, he grabbed that shit in an instant. He grabbed that shit without a care in the world and just snapped it. This is where, well, he looks to the side and sees a guy with a fedora hat and a gray coat, and of course looking like he's in his 30s or something. Issei says, "Who the hell are you?" This is where, well, this person says, "My name is Donasik, and it seems Rainer has failed in trying to kill you." "Well, I guess I will kill you myself." He shows that he has actually 2 pairs of wings, making him a 4 fallen angel. But yeah, 4-winged fallen angel. Issei looks at him and sees his stats are not that strong if he uses his luck coins. And also if he just uses basic like stats. Issei says, "I guess you will be my first target to see if I got it stronger or not." This is where, well, Donasik says, "A human like you gotten stronger? Please. You're not even a devil, are you? I can feel no demonic energy from you." Issei says, "Hell no, but I can give you this." This is where, oh, Issei pulls out 3 coins. And Donasik was confused until like Issei says, "Let's gamble, motherfucker. We're our lives." This is where, well, Issei flips a coin up, grabs it, and a golden light flashes and of course blinds Donasik for a second. Donasik says, "Ugh, son of a, what the hell was that?" This is where Issei right now activates, because he can also use the golden coins not to just increase his stats, but also to grab any skill that he has ever learned in mostly that dimension, in that world, which you can go back. He actually noticed that in his stats. But this is where, well, he uses a skill called Hell Flames. This is where he says, "Burn, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna burn your fucking crow ass to the 9 levels of hell." This is where, well, mostly Donasik opened his eyes and sees fire, hell flame fire, smash into him, burning his clothes and burning his skin also. He screams out in pain, and of course when he gets up, he sees Issei gone, appearing right behind him, grabbing him from the back, smashing him down to the ground. And of course Issei then used 2 luck coins to increase his strength and speed. This is where Issei then swings the sword down to cut, decapitate Donasik's head off. Sing! This is where, well, Issei says pathetic. This is where Issei gets XP also from it, because mostly there was a quest that said eliminate the fallen angel, the 2-winged fallen angel, which Issei already did. He killed that son of a bitch instantly. This is where, well, Issei says, that was pathetic as hell. But I should also mention, Issei did have a black halo because he was a fallen angel, but not the point. This is where, well, his eyes did go black, but we'll see the white part of it, but not the point. This is where Issei says, pathetic. Maybe I should. What if I killed the damn bastard? I don't got any information from him. But whatever. Time to go home. He grabs a sword, and of course he lifts it up, and this is where his strength and mostly agility goes back to normal stats, because the lifting does mostly have a timer of like a couple of minutes or whatever, or a couple of seconds, but not the point. This is where, well, he says, whatever, time to go back. This is where, he kind of goes to his house. He put his sword back into his inventory. He puts his armor also back into his inventory. And right now, it's kind of like stretching out his bones and popping them, but whatever. He's back into this world. He's no longer 5'7". He's actually the height of like 6'1", but not the point. He became taller, stronger, and buffer. But yeah, I mean, stronger, buffer is the same thing, but not the point. This is where, well, he says, well, time to go. This is where he grins. This is where, well, he gets back to his house, mostly the house that he lived in, mostly with his parents, but yeah. Because he is 17, considered 17, but not the point. But for right now, I'm going to end it off here for part, mostly 1, because I'm going to have to go. So that's why I'm going to end it off a little bit shorter and later, because I'm going to have to go. Other than that, bye, see you, and yeah. I can upload now, but not the point. But other than that, bye, see you, and yeah. Also, sorry about that whole thing. I accidentally clicked the video. But yeah, bye. Yeah, see you.